Okay, so it's day 2. Just had a nice night's sleep in Birmingham, and we're heading to the Jaguar Land Rover factory in Solihull now for the tour. Having arrived at the Solihull site, it was amazing how large it was. They have their own fire department, nursery and social club. Having arrived at the factory, we were led into this room where we waited and were offered a coffee and pastry. I noticed this steel Range Rover on the shelf, which sells for £350 on the Land Rover website. We headed off into one of these Defender 147. It's one of only 11 original vehicles in the world. There were 4 of us in our group, us 2 and 2 others from Australia. Our first stop was a body shop, where we witnessed 70 robots working together to create the bodies out of aluminium and boron steel. It was an amazing sight to see. Following this, we arrived here at the Kingmakers exhibition. Over here they had a little exhibit of what was around in the 1960s, just to give you an idea of what was happening in the UK at that time. In this display case, they had a number of different tools used in the development of the Range Rover, including original blueprints and sketches. Along the wall were people who were involved with the development of it. Moving on, we were able to see an original Velar badge, which was the secret code name of the Range Rover, so competitors didn't know it was being developed by Land Rover, and so didn't pay it much attention. They also had original documents from the development of the first Range Rover. Moving into the second section, we were able to learn about the new Range Rover. We were also able to have a sit inside the first new Range Rover to roll off the production line. As you can see, it's really luxurious inside. After the Kingmakers exhibition, we moved into the final assembly building, which was really good to see. There were over 700 members of staff fitting parts to the cars as they moved along a conveyor belt. Leaving the factory, we saw this car transporter with some of the newest Range Rovers being shipped off around the world. We're just heading to Cheshire now. So we were supposed to be stopping the night at Peckforton Castle, which is where the off-road experience is tomorrow, but they phoned us up to say that there's no water at the hotel. So we've been moved to a different hotel. We'll have to see how that is. It's just mostly motorway driving there along the M6. Having arrived at Nunsmere Hall, we headed into our room where we had a quick shower and got ready for dinner, which we had here in the restaurant. I had steak for dinner, which was just beautiful, with this orange gatto for dessert. We went for a quick couple of drinks in the bar before heading back to the room for the night, looking forward to the off-road experience the following day, which you'll be able to see in part 3 of our series.